Welcome to Northwest Backroads. I'm Grant Goodeve. Over the years, we've taken you on some amazing adventures, and tonight will be no different. Our goal each and every week is to bring you on a journey of discovery, to show you the people, the places, the wildlife, the gorgeous scenery that make this part of the world so unique. Tonight, saddle up as we take you deep into Montana's Beartooth Absaroka Wilderness for a first-hand experience that few have had the privilege to see. Sit back and enjoy as we bring you a special presentation, Northwest Backroads Wilderness Adventure.
This is God's country. Don't get any better.
It's not, about catching the fish. It's about the whole experience, I think. Just being out here and enjoying this atmosphere. Not very many people get an opportunity to do this. And when you do, you just gotta soak it up.
Look at this baby. All right. How high is high? How much is enough? This is wonderful.
Oh! I could see him coming. That was a pretty good fish. That's some color, isn't it? Well, that was my thrill for the afternoon. Boy, he sure sucked that thing in.
Yellowstone cutthroat trout.
What keeps me coming back? Oh, well, it's a lot of things. It's this fishing, and that's what I mean. I mean, good grief. What more do you want? Just look around.
The wilderness will test you physically and mentally. If you've never been alone, absolutely alone in the world, this is a place to come.
It's a real cleansing. I mean, you can't pay for that kind of therapy. It's just, it's what makes me tick.
We're awful lucky, Montana. Everybody they take it for granted. It's pretty amazing to have all this wilderness out your back door. Guys should really make use of it, We call our outfit Rockin' 7C Outfitters, which is a horse brand. We've been in business for 27 years. Moved from Bob Marshall down here about 20 years ago and started doing summer fishing trips rather than just the fall elk hunting. And some of these look pretty odd when you're making them up. If you keep pulling on the rope, they turn into a pack. Right there. We've got some lumps and bumps in this one. We've met people from all over the world, from every walk of life. And we're making her, now it's becoming the right side.
And you're from Georgia?
Houston.
Houston, okay, that's a little different than Georgia.
It's a little flat, yeah.
Yeah, and you've done this how many times?
First time.
First time, that's a winner.
I'm four behind Jeff.
Okay, well, I'll just watch what you do, and then I'll figure it out too.
Hopefully you don't fall off the horse. That'd be
there you go.
It was absolutely my life dream to do this since I was a little kid. I grew up 90 miles northwest of Great Falls, hunting and fishing in Bob Marshall Wilderness. and just couldn't get rid of the bug. Wilderness had a hold of me, and I've enjoyed it from the back of the horse, hunting, fishing, just, it's marvelous. Montana's got a bunch of it, but this AB Wilderness is quite a place. And the Yellowstone ecosystem as a whole is quite a place.
You know, I wanted to be out where other people aren't at. I mean, I know that very few people have ever, compared to what's in the world and what goes through Yellowstone, this is, I mean, it's just a very small amount of people that will ever come back here and see this back wilderness.
Well, I love it. It feels great. I just wish I were 30 again.
It's a real pleasure to take people that have never been to the wilderness and show them what you've been enjoying. And they are a little jealous, and we're awfully proud whenever we take them in. If a human really considers himself an outdoors person, they ought to come to the wilderness, because it's pretty amazing, I think.
I'm Gary Carter, and I've been a professional artist since the day I got out of art school at Art Center College of Design.
This is what I paint, so this is how to get out and get in it and get the feel for it. You can't just sit in a studio and expect to, you know, paint and make it look like you've been there. Right. You know, this is the atmosphere that you need. This is the juice that fuels you. Well, this is kind of my backyard. This is what I use when I paint. You know, I've been painting the Yellowstone for a long time, 35 years. And I've had my studio located in a place where it's really convenient to go into the park or down the Madison Valley. I'm right in the center of where I want to be, and it was a real trip getting here, but it was great. This is a great spot. I can't think of any place I'd rather be, and especially the Yellowstone backcountry. All those millions of people that come here never get 100 feet off the road, don't know what they're missing, but I'm glad, because I don't care if they miss it.
When he comes in here and you know, gets his well filled back up just from, you know, being in it and doing it, you can see how that spills over into his artwork. He can't wait to get back and get into it and all the ideas that he gets. It's been so interesting and wonderful growing up with a Western artist like Dad. He is passionate about the subject matter. You know, that inspires me, because whenever you see someone who's really passionate about what they're doing and have vision, you got to respect that, and that inspires me and motivates me to to do more and be better at what I do.
What keeps me coming back? Oh, well, it's a lot of things. It's this fishing, and that's what I mean. I mean, good grief. What more do you want?
Well, we're on Slough Creek, as we were talking about, just north of Yellowstone Park, about 3 miles.
Nice fish, buddy.
Well, the fishing is extremely good.
Good job.
And that's because of the remoteness.
Gary,
Yeah.
look at this baby.
Hey! All right.
Pretty good population. Lots of action, some size to the fish. The lower down the stream, the bigger the water, the bigger the fish get.
It's an even bigger Yellowstone cutthroat trout. Take out my barbless hook. Isn't that pretty? See the go. Gonna let him go now. Lots of fish, lots of scenery. Perfect.
It is, you know, and I think, you know, people think it's just about the fishing, and don't get me wrong, I love the fishing. The fishing's fun, but it's not just about the fishing. It's the experiences with the horses, it's the cowboy nature of it, it's the camping part of it, it's the social, you know, just talking with your posse around the campfire and catching up and you know, figuring out the world's problems. Yeah, there's a lot more to it than just fishing, and that's, I think, was my biggest surprise, was seeing that it's the fishing's great, but it's just a part of what the whole experience is.
Wow.
Some sounded pretty close.
This is a wolf. That's a wolf real thing.
Oh, that's a wolf.
Definitely.
What a great way to end the day.
This is what it's about, is being able to get back here and where very few people have ever been and just come experience this. At night, the stillness, just the stars, it's just so beautiful at night here.
Going to bed?
Yeah.
Hey, we'll see you in the morning.
I'm Luke Filmer. I'm a wildlife artist and an avid fly fisherman. Being in places like the Rocky Mountains to me are like being home. A lot of my inspiration comes from being in places like this. It allows me the opportunity to actually study what I paint, and just seeing the vivid colors and the spots and the features that these creatures exhibit is just, to me, it makes me want to do a better job of trying to recreate what they are. And someday I hope to be able to paint what God has already painted on this earth. Oh, hungry little dude in there. Wow! Nice! That's what I'm talking about. Montana. These fish are just incredible. They're just beautiful specimens. It really makes me feel like I need to really do the best I can to recreate and really make them look real. And that's my goal. My vision is to just make them look totally real. Being out here to me gives me a chance to really look into myself and see, you know, why am I here? What am I supposed to do? And I realize that this is what I'm supposed to do. This is who I am and what I enjoy, and the time that I have here on this earth and in this place is well spent.
Oh, I think it's probably a life-changing experience for a lot of people. Honestly, it's a good thing for people to experience. It changes their own opinion of themselves. When people go home, I think they're really proud of the fact that they've gone and have accomplished what they went there for, and in the meantime had a hell of a good time.
It's a good place to just reflect and say your prayers and just get up and have peace with God and have a conversation with Him. You can do that here, and you feel like He's in your heart and your soul right here. I feel like the mountains are my home. I just feel at peace here. Feels like it's home. What do I hope to leave with? I think it's more what I hope to leave behind. You know, I tie a knot on a fly and I undo a knot in my psyche, so to speak. You know, whatever problems and questions and things, motivations that I need to, work out back home. There's something about shooting a fly out there in a little eddy of water and seeing a cutthroat grab that and bringing it in only just to enjoy how beautiful it is and then letting it go. That's kind of lets go of my problems. We're just bombarded with distractions. The cell phone, the fax machine. How many emails do you look at 2 or 3 or 4 times a day? All around us, it's the radio, it's the TV. I mean, we're just bombarded with media and advertising. And
I think he's a dandy.
You come out here, and when the only thing you're hearing,
boy, he's a good one,
is the wind and the brook and the river, and the only distraction you hear is the deer running by or something like that. Yeah, that's nice. It's not necessarily sensory deprivation by any stretch of the imagination, but it definitely helps you focus on doing those knots.
He is strong. All right. Oh, boy, he came out from under that willow and pasted that. He just took so solid. I think I had a bunch of small ones before him, because when he came out from under that bush, you could just see him, how much bigger he was than the others. Oh. Well, Denny, that was a beautiful fish.
Come on, Tom. Hey! Come on, kid. Let's go, Tom. Hey! Hey! Woo! Let's go. Woo! Woo!
the source of all this beauty that we're seeing, and you know, and I acknowledge that. I think spirituality plays into this very heavily.
Hey, this is no better than the other place, Luke.
I truly believe that there's a God up there that created this.
Just full of fish.
And he did a great job.
These are just beautiful wild trout.
Back in the water. Let that be a lesson to you.
I love it. Good stuff.